I'm back. Somebody just literally come back on, or somebody started watching literally when I got back. That's amazing. Have any of y'all tried these things? You can get them at Walmart on Amazon, but basically they come with like this flavor cartridge, this fruit punch. They have like 75 flavors, and it's really cool. You have this little turn thing, so you turn it, and it basically inside this little thing it has the flavoring, and basically you can turn it from 1 to 10 on how strong you want the like this fruit punch to taste. So if you want the water with just a minor, like very minor taste of fruit, you can put it on 1 or 2 or 3. But if you really want, if you like a sweet fruit punch like Kool-Aid type, you can put it on like 6, 7, 10 is way strong. I mean, I don't know anybody that. Well, I'm sure there's some people, but this thing's amazing, dude. And they're like $2 or $3 at Walmart. Don't get them off of Amazon, dude. They sell these things $7 a piece, and they're $3 at Walmart. So it's really cool. I mean, it, like I said, the apple, Honeycrisp apple is amazing. The tangerine orange is amazing. The grape is amazing. Fruit punch is amazing. Mixed berries is okay, but you know. I mean, I don't mind water anyway, but I will drink more water if it's flavored. Oh my gosh, and I had to get some. I mean, the official food of gamers, pizza. Oh, what? Okay, where's that? Yeah, Iron Teeth. I'm playing the dentist. I'm a dentist, here to pull iron teeth. Welcome, whoever's watching. My name's Wayne. I am, first and foremost, a Christian. I'm a military veteran. I'm a son. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. Except that. I identify as... No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. It's so freaking ridiculous. I am not PC. I am not politically correct. I am not woke. I despise it. And yeah, if you don't want to hear old school veteran complaining about the stupid crap going on in this world, you probably won't like my channel, because I talk about that stuff. And I talk about God and the amazing stuff He's done in my life. Jesus saving me. I talk about it. Not all the time, but I let everybody know, just in case, so they know what it. I mean, it does say on my YouTube page that I'm a military veteran, Christian veteran. Which, actually, a lot of people know this, but actually a lot of veterans are Christians. Because once you get in a place where you're in a life and death situation, it'll make you think. Yep, it will. It's like my grandfather told me. There's no I think he heard it. I think he heard it from somebody. It was a famous quote. He said, "There's no atheists in foxholes." It was a saying during like World War I or II. Basically meaning, once you're in a foxhole and you're about to die, you're gonna be believing in something. I can promise you. People love to say, "Oh, I don't need God. Oh, I'm good." Blah blah blah. But yeah, wait till you've been in situations like me in the military where you almost died, or wait till you have, a health issue like I had. I almost died from a colonoscopy. Colonoscopy. Sticking a scope up my butt. And I almost died because I aspirated, like when I was coming out of sedation, I aspirated through, which is when you throw it into your lungs. Oh, almost died. Yeah, it was bad. Can't believe I forgot. I was just like, oh, whatever.
to despoil.
Let's see. I need to defeat red caps. Oh, red cap thorns. Okay. That's why I was wondering why I wasn't counting. I would be doing Siege Battlefield, but the event, not the Battlefield game. But I already did my daily. I did everything daily already on this morning. Couldn't sleep, so I got up, played this for a little while. About 8 this morning, probably. Okay, good. I got it. Play iron. Okay. I just killed like I don't know how many trolls, dude. What the frick? Give me your teeth. I need your teeth. Is that troll shaman? Is that what I need from? Or does it matter? Bye 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 bye. Okay. So I guess that has to be a troll shaman. Okay. Yes. Dude, Eye the Giant is amazing, dude. Look, it's just like gives me 10% more damage, and look out, 25 speed. Like, so basically, I just throw all my stuff like super fast. I mean, basically allows me to put out more damage. And then with the Mirage set, I'm using the Mirage set, which gives me 4 copies of myself. So if you see 4 of me, like twins, that's my weapon set. It's one of the best. Well, not. It's really good right now. It's not. It was one of the best, but there's newer ones out there. But it's still okay. It's still very good. Always, for a long time. There's some people using it in game, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to use in game. I'm just playing and trying to. I got the in game 5 years ago with 3 characters, and it was tough, man. I mean, oh god, it's tough. I mean, once you start getting like up towards like I'm only at 56, 58,000 item level, and once you get to like 80s, stuff like that, I know it's gonna be hard. I mean, I've seen 92s. 92 is the highest I've played with in a dungeon, like just random dungeons. I know Aragon, the guy I watch get my bills and stuff a lot of times. He's got 95 characters, like every character.
Something is amiss.
Insane, dude. I don't know how. Okay, so it's not going. Or did it go up? So 125.
Foul smelling. Deep in the...
Alright. Well, I know where it's at right now, so... Time was... I'm probably gonna play another hour or so. Alright. Hold on a sec. Just give me a second, please. Getting sick on my stomach. And that is no bueno. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I'm a disabled vet. Military veteran. I have this weird pancreatic birth defect called pancreatic divism. It's really rare. It's like 4% of people in the world have it. But it's causes extreme fatigue. Like literally, if I walked here to the kitchen and moved a couple things around, it would like wipe me out. Like I would have to come and sit. It sucks. Like if I go to the mall, like we have, I live in a average size. I live in the fifth biggest town in South Carolina. I live 50 miles from Myrtle Beach. It's a famous beach, tourist beach. But anyway, yeah, it just sucks, man. Like I said, I worked 18 hours in the military. It about killed me, but I couldn't even last an hour now. Which sucks, is because I was a very active person. I used to surf all the time and play golf. I always worked. Like, military. After I got out of the military, I worked in nuclear security. We carried an AR-15 on our backs and a 9mm Beretta on our leg holsters. But I was like, back then, that I started working there about 2004 after I got out of the military. We had pretty much to work there. You had to go through like SWAT training, pretty much. I mean, we had bullet resistant vests, bunch of ammo for magazines for AR and carry. I can't say, I'm actually not allowed to say everything that we carried, but we were decked out to hold some. I put it this way: just by myself, I could hold down quite a few people, And we would have drills using miles gear, it's like what the military uses, like a laser tag. You basically put blanks in the AR-15. You put a laser, you screw this thing on the end, and when you shoot the blank is not quite as loud as a real bullet, but it's really loud. So the noise causes that laser to fire, and the people. And they have a team that goes. There's a nuclear. There's a team that goes around, and it's called force-on-force drills. That's what they're called. We have one big one a year, and we would have two to four a year. But basically, this team, and I was almost going to try to join the team because they get to travel around. I wasn't married at the time or anything. So you get paid. You start out $20 an hour here in South Carolina, starting out as an armed officer at a nuclear plant, starting out, and you get a raise every single year. 3 days on, 3 days off. It's amazing. 12-hour days. So if you know how to shoot, you don't have to be paramilitary. It's like, I would say 70% military and police, and the other 30 are just people who can shoot. Because most people that get fired because they fail their. You have to qualify 4 times a year, and that's with a pistol, with AR-15, with the AR-15 night shooting with the thermal scope, shooting at moving targets. I mean, it's no joke, man. But it's awesome. I love that stuff. And that's what I can't do. I mean, video games get all that's about. I've been at home now about 10 or 15 years, dealing with. About 13 years. Really started getting bad 2010. And then it started getting better about 2000. Right before, about a couple years before COVID, thank God. I had gotten off the pain medicine. I was on like 12 Percocets a day, 10 milligrams. Awful. Thank God Jesus came back. I got close again. I got saved when. I believe in God my whole life. I mean. But, well, as far back as I can remember. But I accepted Jesus as my Savior. Like, I prayed to Jesus to save me in 7th grade. So that's when I tell people I got saved. But and then after 7th grade, I didn't have one single anxiety attack. In high school, you know how many kids in public schools right now are like, the suicide rate is 40% up in young kids. That's insane. Like, I broke up, I had to break up with a girl that was like a soulmate. Like, when I first saw her, like, I literally thought she was the most, I still to this day think she's the most, but anyway. I still think she's the most beautiful girl I ever saw, and it took me a year to like win her over. I'm talking about hardcore, guys. I was using everything in the book. I'm basically my sense of humor. And I wasn't a bad-looking guy. I mean, I wasn't ugly. So, so with my average looks and my personality, mostly, I've always dated up, like, because of my personality. Because you know, if you can make a girl laugh, you can find a girl that's beautiful. And I mean, really, sense of humor. Every girl will tell you they love a guy with sense. I mean, who doesn't like laughing? You know what I mean, especially in this world, you don't want to date somebody that's always complaining all the time, like people on YouTube, like these gamers. Like that's why they don't have a girlfriend, because they complain about video games. If I was a girl looking at these YouTubers that make money, I'd be like, dude, that's a child, dude. I want to date a man. I want to date somebody that actually works a real job. That's what I try to tell these young people, man. They don't listen, though. It's ridiculous, dude. I mean, they're even talking about reinstating the draft in the military if you're 40 years old or under. Just be prepared if things kick off with Russia or anything that's... And I'm serious, because I know people that are I know people in the Israel... I know a tank commander in the Israeli army. That's probably the most famous, like, you know... crazy, you know, person. I mean, not crazy, but crazy important person that, information-wise, that I know. But he's a Christian Jew. You know, I mean, he believes in Jesus. Most Jews believe in God, the Old Testament, but they don't believe Jesus. You know, the Jews actually crucified Jesus. They called for Jesus to be crucified. The Jews, his own people. Jesus is a Jew, duh. And so much crazy deception going on with these. You know, you got these stupid idiots that are so obvious to me, but people follow them. Like Benny Hinn, the guy that hits people in the head, and it's like, you're healed. And like people rolling on the ground, laughter, charismatic church. Like, I believe in the Bible. I'm not religious. I go to a Baptist church, but I never say I'm Baptist. I tell people I'm a Christian, which means follower of Christ. I believe in the Bible. My religion is Jesus and the Bible. And that's if you when man and women society got away from that and started coming up with all these Methodist, Presbyterian, Baptist, blah blah blah. Especially the Catholic Church. Catholic Church is demon. Catholic Church is Satan's greatest achievement, I think. Oh, and if I told you the reasons why, you would. And it's not the priest and the pedophilia stuff, you know, that y'all have heard about. But I've had, you know, I actually do what Christians are supposed to do. Not as much as I should, but I do. I witness to people. Like, when you get saved, you're supposed to love God with all your heart, love your neighbor as yourself, and go witness to other people about Jesus so they can go to heaven. It's that simple. But people get mad at you because you're telling them about Jesus, and if they don't believe, you basically have to tell them that they're going to hell. You know, and that's not a fun thing to do. It's not fun to go up to a stranger and be like, hey man, you're going to hell without Jesus. But I didn't make the rules. I didn't write the Bible. God wrote the Bible, not man. Man wrote it with his physical hand, but God told man what to write. It's common sense. And until you read the Bible, I don't want to hear anybody. Like, I tell people, I'm like, I'm not going to debate you about anything because I've read the Bible and I'll crush you with my knowledge about it. Not trying to be cocky, but somebody who's never read the Bible and they want to try to debate me whether God exists or not, or Jesus is the only way. I mean, people, it's so frustrating, man. I'm like, what more loving thing can a person do than tell someone how to not go to hell? But yet Christians are the most killed group of people in the world right now. I have been for years and years. Go look it up. Go look up Barnum Group. They do statistics and they, you know, they do research on different groups of, you know, all kind of things. Like they're the ones who came out with the statistics on the millennials and how lazy they are. 80% they say are lazy. drawing checks from, getting disability checks because of anxiety and stuff, and they don't leave the house, and then they spend all the money on bull crap, and then they wonder why they're not happy. Guys, y'all will never be happy unless you get saved by Jesus. You could be, or you'll never have joy and peace that that void that when you're laying in bed at night and you're like, what in the world is life about? It sucks. Well, if you get saved by Jesus, you don't have to worry about that. When I lay down at night, I'll listen to the Bible, or I'll listen to preaching, or I'll listen to some news about what's going on in Israel or stuff, and I'm happy. Like I'm happy. I'm always happy. I'm always joyful. Now, sometimes I get irritated. Sometimes, everybody has their moments. So I sin every day too. Don't let any Christian tell you that if anybody tells you they quit sinning, they're full of crap. Now, all their sins have been forgiven. Once you get saved by Jesus, you simply ask Him to come into your life, forgive you for the sins that you've done, and that's stuff like lying, stealing, looking at a woman or a man with lust. Coveting something, being materialistic, and coveting like your neighbor's wife, looking at your neighbor's wife and wish you could be with, stuff like that. Not little, but I'm saying it doesn't mean just murder. Of course, murder and lying and all that's part of it. But God if you believe in Jesus, then you just say, Lord Jesus, forgive me for my sins. Please come into my life and save me. That's literally all you have to say. But you got to believe it. Jesus, He knows if you believe. You can't say it. You can't say the prayer, the words. It's not particular words that you say, and He knows if you believe in Him or not. And it'll show. It'll show outwardly. Like you'll talk about it, like I'm doing. If I didn't believe in God, I wouldn't be talking about it, because believe me, it's not fun to get chewed out and have people, say you're stupid and you're dumb for believing in. I'm like, did you know the guy who invented the MRI machine was a Christian, a devout Christian, believed in the Bible completely? Did you know Isaac Newton was a devout Christian and believed in the Bible and Jesus alone? Isaac Newton, which is considered one of the greatest scientists ever, even more than Einstein. There's so many scientists that this is what I'm talking about. Y'all should, anybody that sees this, you should, and you're not. If you're in high school or you're in college, y'all should, or either you've done all that. I'm 46 now, and you're finished with all that. No matter where you're at, you should be so pissed that the teachers have held back history from you guys. Like why America was founded. The main reason was because Christians were being killed and burned at the stake by the Pope, who claimed to be Christians, who people say Christians killed people. No, they didn't. People who claim to be Christians killed people, like the Pope. And so that's why Martin Luther, who was a Protestant, I am a Protestant evangelical. That means I believe in the Bible, basically. But I'm not Baptist, I'm not Methodist, I'm not whatever. I'm like I said. But that's how the Catholic Church is. Like, God said, go forth and multiply, get married, have kids as many as you want. God loves that. That's why God created us, and He gave us the ability to create babies. Now you see why Christians hate abortion so much? Because it is literally a creation by God. I swear somebody asked me. What? And? What? What am I looking at? So, yeah, usually, I try to, every time I get on every night, I at least tell people how to be saved, because if they hear it, they can't one day when they face God, they can't say they never heard how to be saved, because I'm held responsible if I don't tell people. Now, if I tell people and they choose not to believe, that's their problem. That's on them. But I'm you know, if y'all knew the peace and happiness and joy and just the awesome feeling of not worrying about, like, when you have maybe chest pains, or maybe you get in a situation where you feel like you're really sick or something could be really wrong, you can simply just pray to God about it and not worry about it. Look, there's a verse in the Bible I have on my wall. It's on like a fake piece of rock tablet, and it says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything." Jesus says, "Don't worry." He literally tells us not to worry. Worrying is a sin in the Bible, which, I mean, like I said, I sin every day. I struggle with worry sometimes, but it's not like, it's nowhere near I was like 3, 4, 5 years ago maybe. I mean, I was having anxiety. I was just like, what is my Christian life all about here in this world? Why, if God, I know God exists without a doubt, but why am I in this home for 10 years now and I can't do anything, like, physically, But then I realized I still have a brain. I can still, and that's why I started using the camera and came up, and I've always gamed off and on throughout my life. I've never been like just totally hardcore into it, except a couple of years at a time, and then I kind of get tired of it. But now that I can't do a lot of physical stuff, I'm thankful for video games, because I need to be doing something. I'm very competitive, and like, I have a culinary degree. Before I went in the military, that's what I was doing. I went in Johnson Wells when it was in Charleston. They moved to Charlotte. But I have to work with my hands. Like, I like to do artwork, and I draw, and I do wood burning art. So all that stuff I can still do. You know what I mean? And I've sold pieces of my wood burning art for like $100 for like just little. What I do is I buy wood, different types of wood from like Hobby Lobby or whatever. Some that has like the tree bark still on it. Looks real cool. And I've sold 10 by 11 pieces for $50. So I'm able to make money on the side stuff. It's just I can't, like, even Harley Davidson like got in touch with me. See that lion up there? That on that piece of wood? Yeah, I did that with a wood burning pen art. But the problem is I worked right after I had my 2 surgeries, and I got off the pain medicine. I wanted to try and work, see if I could work. I almost made it 3 months at Honda. I almost made it. I had 2 days left, or a week left for probation. But it was about to kill me. I mean, literally, I couldn't have done it. But I'm so thankful that God gave me an opportunity to work a job like that, so I would know that. Because if I didn't try to work, I would always be wondering, can I work? Am I just being lazy? Because listen, the devil and your flesh that you deal, our simple flesh, you will always have to deal with that, tempting you. That's what tempts you to do bad things, your flesh and demonic spirits. That's a big problem right now, is people don't believe in Satan's greatest trick is that he's convinced people that he doesn't exist. I tell everybody that all the time. You gotta get me out. You gotta get me out. I couldn't get my freaking I love doing these solo. Sarcasm, by the way. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. See how it splits up into 4 of me? Come on, dude. See, they stun lock me and it screws me up, dude. Okay, I can't see Jack. Yeah, away from me, dude. Oh my gosh. Jeez, please. That would be nice. Somebody came in here and help. That was show. Get back.
Now is your chance. Destroy the portal while the shield is down.
Ha ha ha! Eat it, you bums.
It's almost time for crystal pool!
See, I bought that little bell down there to the left beside my dragon, and what it does is it makes your mount power 20% more damage. So basically it makes my whirlwind tornado thing, or anything else. I don't know how it works with the like if it increases the damage from... Wait, what the... Alright, who's been messing with my game, dude? There he is. My Yeti. Alright, what am I doing now? Oh, yeah. Stupid. Wait, where are the other ones at? Shut the heck up, dude. I'm so sick of y'all. Alright, that's it. I'm on the hand like a tail. Oh, that was me. That was me. Where's those other? Oh. Oh really? It's funny? Here, laugh at this, you turds. Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? I thought it was funny. I thought it was really funny. Y'all think it's funny? I thought it was funny. Little turds trying to mess me up, man. I'll freaking put a stick up their, never mind, up their nose hole. I said nose hole. My hair is like really long now, so just ow, ow, ow.
Welcome to Sharandar. We've been expecting you.
Sometimes I'll put a little bit of like that paste in it, like paste, just a little bit of red. So when it dries, it doesn't look like it's got paste in it. It's just dry, and it helps keep my hair from sliding out. Everybody wants my hair, dude. I mean, I was asking all the time, like, do you have my hair? I'm like, God. It's a good way to get a conversation starter going. Who highlighted your hair? Oh God. No, really. No, I'm being serious. Only time I ever put stuff in my hair is I put lemon juice in my, I used to put lemon juice in my hair when I would go surfing. Because it would like,
something is
lighten
amiss.
your hair up.
You have to burn. Excellent.
It would put streaks in it, whatever. But yeah, I did dye my hair Fire Engine red. They had his hair dyed at a surf and skate shop I used to go to all the time. And they had these different hair dyes, and I was gonna have a party that night at my house. And this is when I was like right out of high school, so I was gonna have a keg party, at my house, like you see in the movies, like all those crazy movies. It literally happened at my house, and it was insane, and it was never did it again. Yeah, but anyway, so I bought the hair dye, and I dyed it red. It was so hilarious. It literally looked like I had. It was red as that shirt. My hair was. I mean, I know you can't really see it. That's a Manchester United, and you know how red their shirt. Well, if you know who Manchester is, some people know. That's the only time I dyed my hair, just for fun, just to be stupid. It's so stupid. You know what? Are you kidding me? Those things will never sell. Never, 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 never. Really? Really? Dude, I'm 46. Do you think I know what that means? Swear to God. Oh, Jesus, please come back soon. Take me out of this crazy freaking Twilight Zone world. Oh my gosh, dude. Pink waving. Pink hand waving. What the... Whatever, dude. I swear. I wish America was like Israel. Everybody that graduated high school, they'd have to go to the military for 2 years. That would be so awesome, dude. I just took the first one. What the hell does that mean? You just took the first hand wave you got offered. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Am I insane? I just took the first wave. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know if you're on drugs or something, but I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm trying to be serious. Like, is that what you want, a wave? I mean, I don't, like, really? What do you, I mean, I don't speak woke. I'm just joking, but I really don't. No, I don't know. I don't even know what the crap you're talking about with the hand thing, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I really don't. Oh yeah, it is moving a little bit. Dang, it's moving slow though. That line is moving slow. Well, if you want me to wave, I mean, I have no problem with that. I just didn't know when that meant. I was like, first hand, pink hand, what? I didn't know if you were like hitting on me or something, like some kind of sexual. That felt good. Yeah, put a band-aid on it, you'll be fine. It's an ice knife through the skull, dude. Big deal. I went to work after that kind of thing. Dude, get away from me, you stupid turd. I hate you, gray cats. Hate them. It's freaking annoying. They're great enemies. So annoying. It's like you can't hardly see them sometimes, well, with everything going on, and then you sit there and bite your ankles. Freaking ankle biters. Dungeon kit is always right. Oh, right, yay! Found a tooth, bro. What, dude, I would never want a companion like that with. Oh, I didn't see it, man. Yeah, I didn't, yeah. I think it's because of my camera, where my camera's sitting, I didn't see it. Because a lot of times, like, if somebody writes a long message, I could see, like, that part of it. Oh, man. That's what it was. Yeah, you know, I was just joking around with you, too. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just like, I had no idea what you were talking about. I know what you're talking about, the emotes. Yeah, I got you. I was so confused, though. I was like... Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, what? A pink hand? Break out the freaking Star Wars Reagan. That's all you hear in this place. giant now. Y'all better watch out, bro. I think he just kills everybody. It's like that old commercial with rotisserie chicken. Set it and forget it. Those old infomercials. Oh man. See, young kids have no idea about infomercials. I mean, maybe some. I mean, these things were on all the time of the day. I think they mostly just play them at night. But they I'm gonna get surrounded by these birds. Bird muffins. Hey, can I shoot a turd muffin? Ah, late, man. Alright. Defeat. Okay. I did that. Follow the trail, dummy. Talk to me.
Don't give away my position, adventurer.
Really? Hey guys. Hey guys, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. It didn't do anything. See, just when you think you've killed them all, almost got her.
Ah, so we meet again,
Not many. Being a military veteran, I'm mostly Destiny 1. I've been playing Destiny 1 since Destiny 1 Alpha. I have 15,000 hours of Destiny. I was playing Call of Duty earlier. Played Neverwinter. I played all the Spider-Man games. That's probably Mass Effect is probably my favorite sci-fi game or trilogy ever. That and the Spider-Man are my favorite story games ever. I don't play a lot of, this is the only MMO I play because they just, to me, I don't like having to play a month to get something. It's just too much grinding. Destiny, I've been playing for so long, I'm about tired of it. But I play FIFA, I played the state championship soccer. But I broke my record, our school's record in goals, so I played college soccer a little bit. So I love FIFA. Let's see. I don't know. I've been on PS4 for a long time. Ever since after 360, I went to PS4. But I mean, I played Dragon Age. I've played Skyrim, but I don't know. I'm more into the military sci-fi. I do like this stuff. No, I like You know why I like Neverwinter? Because it's made by it's made by Cryptic and it's made by Gearsoft, right? Yeah, they did Borderlands, so that's why you got a lot of silly stuff in this game. That's why I like it. I like it because it's silly. It's not. I don't like the really satanic Diablo thing. Like being a Christian, I don't like that. I don't like the environments where they're real, just like evil, and I don't like it. I was in the military long enough. I saw enough trash. I saw enough satanic stuff, especially over in the Caribbean islands and all that crap. Voodoo is everywhere, you know. And it, being a Christian, I could sense it. So I just don't like. I used to play Resident Evil games all the time. I don't know. I play a wide range, but Destiny is my main game. Not right now, but my favorite fantasy game would definitely be Neverwinter. I've also Immortals of Avium, which is an amazing game, dude. That ps5, it's got the really awesome graphics. I need to finish it. I might. It was only. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, Immortals of Avium, but yeah, it's really cool. You have this handpiece, and you have like a red, and you press a button, it goes to blue. It's like a sniper rifle, and you press it, and it shoots out green stuff. It's more like a kind of like a auto rifle, and then you got this red stuff that blasts out of his hand. It's like a shotgun, and you have all kind of like tethering abilities, and it's definitely a fantasy game. It's Immortals of Avium. It's really good, actually. I was thinking about playing it earlier, but then I was like, man, I got to do all this crap. And I don't know. I just, like I said, I'm 46. I just play whatever, man. I don't know. I just play whatever I feel like playing each day. I tell people, if you ever see a pay button on my YouTube channel, do not pay, because I will never charge money to watch me play video games.
Are you here to buy
I know how
something?
Listen, I worked at computers before. I know. Wait, hold on a second. I know how to do all that setting up with Twitter and all the special, the special banners and PayPal and all that stuff. I could do. I know how to set all that up. It's just I don't want to do it, because to me, as soon as the game if I'm making money from playing video games, it's not going to be fun for me anymore. And I'm going to have to like sit there and stare at chats every 5 seconds and be like, oh, I love you, man, and do all this fake crap like, oh, I love you, oh, thank you for the comment, oh, I love you. All these YouTubers, man, they're so fake. How do you tell, you know what word is used way too much? Love. People don't know what the real meaning of love is. So, it just annoys the crap out of me when I hear all these YouTubers that don't even know a person and they give them $5. They're like, oh, I love you, man. Oh, I love you, dude. Like, give me a break, bro. If you love him, are you going to let him come to your house and hang out with you? No. So you appreciate it. People need to learn how to talk. Just say, I appreciate the money. I appreciate the donation or whatever. Don't be like CB Gray, as nice of a guy he is, he does a lot of Destiny. As nice as CB Gray is, he tells every single person he loves them. And that's great, but it's only do that if it's true.
Well, this isn't what I was
And if it's true, then good on him. Because God commands us to love others.
Oh, so
But
sorry.
I just see a lot. I see some people that are fake. You know what I mean? It's like, and then oh gosh, the worst is when you see these like spoiled, rotten, like young people. This girl on Twitter is just like, I don't want to have anything to do with it. I don't tell, like, when people ask me if I play video games, I'm like, yeah, but don't call me a gamer, because I don't want to be associated with gaming. Now I'll tell people all day that I was a military veteran, and I'm proud of that. But I ain't nothing that I'm proud about playing video games. I mean, it's kind of something I do on the DL. Like, I don't go around telling everybody I know I play video games, because I think a lot of times it's a waste of time. I mean, I think people spend too much time on it. I guess you could say that way. It's not really a waste of time. I mean, but like I said, if I didn't have this disability, my pancreas, you wouldn't see me on this. Well, you might see me this time of night, but dude, I'd be out doing stuff, man. I'd be out working at least. That's what pisses me off. All these people sitting there trying to make a living because they think one person can do it on YouTube, and so everybody can. Very low percentage of people make it trying to be a YouTuber. So, but people's ego is so big they think they're like something special. I'm like, no, you're not. I mean, I'm sorry, you're not special. I mean, God loves us all the same. You're not special, more special than anybody else. It's big. I don't know. I just have an old school mentality, dude. I was raised by, you know, military people and law enforcement. Oh, Neverwinter Nights sucks. Yeah, Neverwinter. Oh, I hate Neverwinter Nights, dude. Oh, I hated it. I hated it. I actually bought it for like, I think I bought it for the, is it on Nintendo Switch, or I bought it for some handheld, and I could not stand it, bro. I was like, what is this crap, dude? I didn't know it was like an old version, like an old, I thought it was like some kind of new add-on. I was like, yeah, that was dumb me for not doing more research. Oh, if you like Neverwinter Nights, you'd love this, dude. Or Dudette. I'm sorry, I don't know all the pronouns. Listen, I can't even hardly remember what I need to do each day when I get up, much less memorize over 100 pronouns now that what people call themselves. Such a freaking insane world, dude. I never in my life I thought I'd ever see this world become like this. And it's only gonna get worse. Well, I figured we. Yeah, but you never know nowadays. Now, talking about all the stuff going on with, you know, with pronouns and all that. You know what? If you're an adult and you want to call yourself a tree and identify as a tree, and I'm not even joking. There's people that have done that. You go for it. Be crazy, but like, don't you dare push that crap on our kids and you know, our young kids, and talk about chemically castrating 10-year-old boys because the boy thinks he wants to be a girl. A kid does not know at 10 years old what they want to be. They have no idea. Like, I remember asking my mom when I was really young. I mean like 5 years old or younger. I was like, when am I going to turn into a girl? Or when am I going to turn into... I asked her one time when I was going to turn into a black kid. Because I didn't know. I was like, you know, a kid doesn't know anything. Anything. But the government knows this. This is all about government control, dude. It's about perverting our society. Satan knows it. You know, God warned us about it. God called it the Great Deception, and it's here, and people are laughing when you tell them about it, or they don't want to believe you. And these same people have never picked up a Bible in their life and doesn't know. But they'll argue about God and tell you God is not real all day long. Even though you look out in space and it's obvious somebody made this, you know. I know a lot about science, and I promise you, if this world, if this world was like 100 miles further from the sun, we would freeze to death. If it was 100 miles closer to the sun, we would burn up. It's that precise. Even the axis tilt of our planet matters. Everything. And think about all the insects that work together. You know, the insects that pollinate the flowers, and then pollinate. And then it pollinates, you know, our vegetables that we grow, and you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't realize, like, everything has its own way of doing things. That's a creation. That's not a big bang, dude. I hate like that. Nothing gets me more mad about than somebody who believes in the Big Bang Theory, because that is the dumbest thing you could possibly. Because how can an explosion create this world that is perfectly made for humans, and we've not yet found another planet that yet. And aliens aren't real. Aliens are fallen angels. When Adam and Eve, right, were tempted by Satan, because Satan tried to go against God. God cast them out of heaven, and Satan taught 1/3 of the angels to come into coming with him, because he was very prideful. He was very, God describes Satan in all kind of ways, terrible ways, master of lies, all that stuff. And what happened was, I'm trying to keep. So what happened was, the 1/3 of the angels. I mean, we're talking about billions. We're probably talking about billions. I mean, we don't know for a fact. It doesn't give us a number, but I would imagine God has a lot of angels. We know about. We hear about the only 2 angels we know their name are Michael and Gabriel. And there's never mention of any female angels whatsoever in the Bible. So all these little statues you see, in stores, that's not even biblical. That is actually unbiblical. Now, I mean, I'm not saying you have to take them down or anything. It's not like, oh, how dare you have a female angel, but it's not like you shouldn't be telling people that there are. And that's how things get screwed up, dude. People have their own ideas about stuff, and then they'll come out with it. That's why as a Christian, I always go by the Bible first. What the Bible says, that's what I do. Because God says, no man is good, no, not one. That means we are all sinners. I sin, everybody sins. Every single day I sin somewhere. I might accidentally tell a lie, or I might accidentally do something, say something or do something. You know what I mean? It's like, you're free! And the joy and peace and knowing the meaning of life, and knowing if I do die, which is the worst thing that can happen to you in life, is if you die. I know I'm going to heaven, so I don't ever have anxiety. I don't. I haven't had anxiety whatsoever in like 2 or 3 years, and it's almost like I wouldn't believe it if I wouldn't have gone through it myself. I'm being serious, because basically once you start reading the Bible, God tells you all these things about how He's watching over you, how Jesus, the Holy Spirit, when you get saved, comes to live inside you, and basically that's what helps change. Like, the Holy Spirit is the only thing, and I know for a fact because I've been around people in rehabs, I've been around people that have had, been molested, all kind of things. I've seen people dead, and people illegal immigrants trying to get over from Cuba when I was in the military to Florida, and they would have pee and crap all over themselves for like 2 weeks, and we had to wear these long gloves like they use for cows. Like, people don't know how bad the real world is, man. And I've met people in third world countries over there in the Caribbean islands, like the Dominican Republic, that are more happy.
Excellent.
And because they're Christians and they believe in God, and I'm asking, I'm like, why are y'all so happy? Like, I know you're a Christian and I'm happy too, but why? How are y'all so happy? And they're like, because we know Jesus is coming soon, and we know God is real, and we know that He watches over us. And I'm like, well, you got it. I mean, and that's the whole thing. A lot of Christians don't even really truly believe. I mean, they believe in Jesus, they're saved, but a lot of Christians are saved, and they're not taking I hate to say taking advantage, but they're not getting all the blessings that God says. And unless you start listening to the Bible, you're not going to get those blessings. That's the whole point of it all. You hear people all the time be like, yeah, I tried Christianity and it just didn't work out. No, you don't try Christianity. You believe in Jesus for real and get saved, and then you start reading a Bible, and then you grow as a Christian. and then you can have that peace and joy that you hear people talking about, and you're like, "There's no way that's true." That only comes from reading the Bible. And I ask people all the time. I'm like, okay, the Bible's been around 2,000 years. See, you got somebody left already. The Bible's been around 2,000 years. Nobody's ever disproved one thing wrong with it. Nobody's ever found one contradiction in it. And so you want me to not believe in that when that Bible that I've read and I know that is the only way to go to heaven is that Jesus said is through Him, belief in Him. You want me to believe you over that Bible that has been proven time and time again? Sorry, it's not going to happen. What happened is all the college professors over here in America hate God, and a lot of teachers hate God, and so God was why do y'all think God was taken out of high school, guys? Why? Doesn't it make more sense that they would let creationism be taught along with evolution? You know why they took it out? Because they knew that the students, the kids, it'd be totally obvious with all the evidence of a creation that God created the earth is so overwhelming that it would make evolution look like a total laughable joke. If you don't believe me, go to Answers in Genesis on YouTube. They have true scientists that graduated Harvard and Yale. They have some of the smartest people in the world. Yes, they're Christians. And like I said earlier, the guy who invented the MRI machine was a Christian, devout Christian. Isaac Newton was a devout Christian, believed in the Bible. And many other scientists. I watched this thing where they're going through all these scientists, because the whole thing of like, you got to be stupid to believe. Really? You got to be stupid to believe in a giant bang created all the universe and everything was made perfectly. I guarantee you if I go outside, I guarantee if I go outside to get a pile of metal and blow it up 100 times, I guarantee you I'm not getting a Rolex. Never. It's so stupid, dude. And this whole thing about evolution, there's never been one thing seen taking place of evolution in the world. It's always been a theory. They have never proven evolution. There's not one single evidence. And people say, "Oh, the beaks on the finches change." That's speciation. That means that species learn how to fit in that environment. That is not evolution. That is speciation. Evolution is one kind turning into another kind, like the dog kind turning into a cat kind. You will never have that. There's never been, out of the millions and billions of fossils that we've found. And that's another thing. Why do we have so many millions and billions of fossils? Hello, the worldwide flood. We have fossils of crayfish and shrimp on top of Mount Everest. Okay? Explain to me. So, see, this is the type of things I would debate a college professor. I'm not scared to. I would. But I don't know any college professor that would debate me. But that's the kind of thing I would ask them. I'd be like, well, how do you suppose when the tallest mountains, if not the tallest mountain in the world, it's between that and K2, and it all happens to do with sea level and all that, but whatever. But I would like simply answer me that. How do you get clams, fish, and shrimp fossils on the top of Mount Everest? That's just one example. I have hundreds. I have hundreds and hundreds. But people, you know what? People don't want to know the truth. That's the problem. People don't want to know the truth because people are so miserable. They need their drugs, they need their alcohol, and all that stuff. So, anyway, this is my pink Yeti. He likes to take long walks on the beach. He's kind of a handsome fella. I mean, if you look at him, he can protect you. I'm trying to set him up. I'm trying. And there goes another person. Nobody has a sense of humor nowadays. Can you believe that? Can you believe this? I know, right? I'm right here. You can look at me while I'm right here. Oh, now you're gonna look that way. Okay, well, how about this? Okay, now you're gonna really? You gonna look away from me every time? Okay, now I'm right here. Okay, all right, fine. How about that? Okay. She doesn't want to look at me. Look at me in my girl's eyes. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Oh, William, if you're still there, I hope I'm entertaining you. I'm just talking about. I have to talk about, as a Christian, I don't have to. But as a Christian, I can't help that I love God and Jesus as much as I do. It's because He saved me, He's healed me, He's done miracles in my life. I can, if I sat down and wrote down everything God, and that's not including the things I never saw. Like it would astound people. People wouldn't believe me. My stomach's bothering, my pancreas is bothering me a little bit right now, so I'm just trying to decide if I want to go to bed or. I'm really okay. Yeah, I feel like chilling and going to bed and chilling. I usually play. That's what I do what I do is I've been getting up earlier. Like I was on a third shift schedule just because of my stomach, and I cannot get on a normal schedule. So like tonight I got up at like 6:30. But then I'll stay up to about 7. I'll lay down around 1 or 2, and I'll listen to a couple hours of the Bible. I'll listen to, Psalms in the Bible, which is a lot of good, uplifting, encouraging things about how the world's going to be, and it just helps your brain know that all this stuff that's going on is exactly what God said it was going to go on. People will call evil good and call good evil. It's like everything flip-flop. It's like everything that used to be called good now is evil. Everything that was evil is now good. And so so that's like my routine. I lay down, listen to whatever, something to do with God, and it might be a book or something, or usually it's the Bible. Yeah, but that's when I chill, and I usually play. I play like some kind of mobile game just to keep me awake. Because if I lay there and listen to the Bible, I'll pass out. Because it's just it's that person talking in that voice, and it's like that person talks with that calm voice. You're just like, I had a teacher like that, man. I had to slap myself in the face. The worst was boot camp, though. Boot camp, oh my gosh, because we had to take a lot of classes. Wait, can I get it? Man, we did a lot of schoolwork in Coast Guard because you had to know all about everything from deadly force rules to how to sea rescue missions. We had to be trained in that. We had to everything. We had to learn like 20 different knots, like how to tie knots because we do so much on the ship, And I mean, it was just crazy, man. We had like 4 hours a day in class, and I've never in my life been so sleepy in my life, dude. Literally, they told us, they were like, if you feel like you're going to pass out, fall asleep, go stand up in the back of the room. We don't want you passing out. If you do pass out, we're going to take you out there and bust your tails. Boot camp, they don't play around, bro. They ain't no wokeism in the military. Well, there might be now, but yeah, like literally I'd be sitting there trying to stay, like literally I was like doing like this. At one time I was sitting there at my desk like this. And like one time one or two times I had to get up and I literally had to stand up. It was like it was so crazy. I've never been that tired. It's like I wish I could bottle this up and just release it every night when I go to bed and fall asleep instantly. It's almost like utterly. It's like what you hear about boot camp, basically. You're so sleep deprived, and you're doing so much physical stuff during the day. When you get in that classroom and it's cool, it's quiet, and you got a teacher talking, it's just like literally you can. I mean, it's like I literally was trying to. One time I was trying to open my eyes, and I was so tired I couldn't even get my eyes. That's when I was like I had to do like that. And one time I looked behind me, and there was like half the class standing up. I'm like. And then one time somebody didn't stand up. We had to go outside and do push-ups and sit-ups and all kind of stuff for about 2 hours. So, yeah, boot camp was not fun, but it grew my butt up. Like that's why I'm saying I wish all these woke people would take their butts in the military. I mean, they get mad about. Listen, when you have to set up a place at a college, a safe space, with coloring books, cocoa, and a blankie. I'm being serious. This is serious. This is true. In colleges all over the country, when Trump got elected, college kids now got so upset. And what's ironic is Trump did 100 times better job than any other president we ever had. Our economy was going up. Our safety at the border was getting better. And now Joe Biden comes in here and just wrecks shit everywhere, dude. It's like, I'm like, every single person that voted for Biden, y'all get exactly what y'all deserve. Christians and even non-Christian people, but, you know, people that are conservative, we warned y'all and warned y'all and warned y'all about Biden. We told y'all he was corrupt to the every Democrat, but there's Republicans corrupt too, but the Democrats have always been known for corruption. They started the KKK. Go look it up. They blamed it on they do stuff and they blamed it on Republicans. They literally did that during like those times. It's that's why the black people, you've seen a lot of things on YouTube about the black people waking up. There's videos everywhere like these black Trump supporters, like they're it's awesome, man. Like it's like people are waking up. I mean Joe Biden doesn't even know what galaxy he's in. He gets lost on the front lawn of the White House. I mean, this guy should not be running the country. You realize this guy can push the finger. He's got his finger can push the nuclear weapon button. Y'all realize that, right? Y'all don't realize. I mean, I've been in the military. I know how serious it is. I think it blows my mind that they hadn't taken him out of office. Yeah, see, another woke person left. I tell you, man, it's so disappointing, dude. Nobody wants to hear the truth. They want to hear what they want to hear so they can live their pretend life and pretend like everything's hunky dory. That's what it is. And see, once I quit talking about this stuff, I get off. I won't even think about it. Like, I don't let it irritate. It irritates me while I'm talking about it, but it needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Nobody loves talking about stupid Joe Biden and his stupid, like, trying to destroy our country and all his dealings, under the table dealings with Ukraine and his son. I mean, his son wrote on Twitter or X or whatever that he was going 175 miles per hour down the highway smoking crack going to Las Vegas. I mean, my gosh, bro. And they want to arrest Trump? Even you too, bro. This shows you a lot right here. Even you two, if you mention anything about like voter fraud, they'll probably take this video down now that I said it. Watch, look for my video tomorrow and see if they don't take it down. Like I literally gave all the evidence that people have, like, you know, the My Pillow guy, he's a Christian, and he spent millions of dollars in helping trying to get these machines to check them out, but they wouldn't release them. And then all the other stuff that happened, they stopped the voting in the middle of the night. What the? And it was all so he could catch up. Dude, this country is done, guys. I'm not trying to sound like a Debbie Downer, because I'm actually a glass half full person. I'm an optimist, actually. But I know what the Bible says. And the Bible says once we get into a certain times like we are now, it does not get better. It just gets worse. And I promise you right now, if people don't start believing in Jesus, they're going to have a tough time in this world, and they're not going to make it. Especially after rapture and a bunch of Christians disappear, and the only people you have left in government and military and police are bad people. Imagine that. Every cop's going to be a bad cop. Or not necessarily a bad cop, but you know. But it reminds me of that movie, Something Wicked This Way Comes. And from everything I've talked to with the people I still know in the military, they told me that I better get some stuff ready. That's all I'm gonna say. And just keep my eyes on the news sources that I have. or the people that I know, because now I'll try to keep everybody on YouTube updated, because but the problem is people on YouTube, like younger kids on YouTube, don't give a shit. Sorry for cursing, but it's true. They don't care. They don't give a crap if Russia shot a nuclear bomb over here right now. They have no idea. Like the younger generation, I mean anybody 30 years old and younger, have no idea how close we are to World War III right now. No idea. They have no idea how close we are to our economy collapsing.
This is an altar to Coralon, the Archheart, patron god of arcane magic and the Fae.
It's just sad, bro. Because there's evidence for everything I'm saying. That's what I think. That's the saddest part. It's like I'm not like pulling this stuff out of my butt.
This is an altar to Coralon, the Archheart, patron god of arcane magic and the Fae.
Yeah, go ahead. I see. This is how it is, William. This is what I have to deal with. I have a few people that are, that subscribe, that are cool, and they, they're not all into the political correctness and all this woke crap. But don't get it wrong. I want you to realize that I still love everybody, even if I disagree with their lifestyle or what they're doing. I still love that person. God tells us if we don't love others and we don't forgive others, He ain't gonna forgive us. So I'm commanded by God to love my enemies and pray for my enemies and love my neighbor as myself. So I pray for Joe Biden. I pray that he gets saved, because if he got saved, he wouldn't be that person. See what I'm saying? So I have hope for everybody. It's just,
oh, so sorry.
I just know.
I have nothing to say. I'm only watching the booth.
I just know it. Statistically, he probably will not ever get saved, because his brain's about dead anyway. I mean, the guy should not be in office. And for that doctor to give him a clean bill of health, that doctor should be thrown in prison for doing that. They should be ashamed of themselves, dude. He should be at home with his family and not being used as a puppet. But that shows you how sick these Democrats are. They will use a man that looks like he has dementia, but they will use him for that. Watch this, William. Probably about 30 seconds after I say something. Yeah, Joe Biden's crazy, man. Like, he's got dementia, or he's got something wrong with his brain, dude. And how in the heck does the strongest, country in the world have a president that has dementia? And how in the world does a doctor give that president just recently a bill of health, clean bill of health, dude? Everybody knows this bull crap. He can't even read a card anymore. First, he couldn't read the prompters, and now he can't even read his own daggone cards. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. I don't make fun of people that are sick, but he's absolutely an awful person. His name was on that Harvey Weinstein, or Epstein. Epstein, he was on that, his name was on that flight, the Lolita Express, that flight to the island. I don't know how many times. Bill Clinton was on there 12 times. They found out recently Tom Hanks was on there. So see, that's why I don't worship this world. I don't worship athletes. I don't worship actors. I could give two craps if Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie or anybody else walked into my front house. I would not look at them as any better as anybody else. Actually, they're worse, because most of them never finished high school, but yet they want to give us political information, and they're the ones who sit there and say, go vote for Biden, go vote for Biden. And then people listen to them because they're actors, and people think, oh, because they're actors, they're somehow smarter than everybody, when they're actually the dumbest people probably on the planet. I know smarter people that work for the city and dig ditches are in Hollywood. I'm not even joking. Like, you can, I mean, it's just, there's some of the biggest idiots on this planet live in Hollywood, or actors. I mean, just look at Johnny Depp, dude. The guy doesn't even know. I mean, he's such a weird dude, man. And he's so trying to be cool. Like, I'm Johnny Depp. I want to talk real, like, soft, and it's just like, you just gotta love, it's like, I didn't hit Amber Heard. I swear. You know, like I don't know. She just. I mean, dude, the weirdest dude ever. I mean, almost. I'm pretty much most people in Hollywood are weird. Like, okay, here's another one. Like, oh, who was that I was thinking about? Man, who else was I thinking about? There's somebody else I was thinking about. Oh, but don't get me wrong though. I love like there's certain people. Oh, believe me, you don't want to know. Hey, y'all have y'all's own problems in Canada. Canada. I said Canada. Y'all have y'all's own problem. Y'all are in worse condition than we are, dude. You remember like those strikes y'all had with the 18-wheelers and stuff? Yeah, that's the kind of crap that's going. Like I'm telling you, that's the kind of stuff. It's piling up, bro. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. The world is falling apart. And all it's going to take is one of these jihad MFs to come across the border in Mexico and set off a nuke or do something. They even said, the president of Iran said that there's going to be a day of jihad in America where all across America, all these people that got in, he even says it. And they want to, Democrats want to debate on the border. Every country in the world has a border. The Vatican has a border. So if stupid Pope wants to sit there and tell us to take our border down, then tell him to go take his border down. And tell him that the Bible says that nobody worships anybody but God and not him. And nobody should be calling him Father or kissing his ring or anything other than that. See, I could go off all day on stuff like that, man. People just, oh my gosh. Like Canada right now, in Canada right now, there's a law. If your child is 9 or 10 years old, I can't remember, and they want to have a sex change, if you don't allow it, you can be arrested. Did you know that, William? This transgender shit has got to go. We're sick of it in America. They put it on Bud Light cans. They've had guys dressing up like women and doing swim contests and beating them because you've seen how men swimmers are, and they're going into the locker rooms even changing with the girls. Like parents are finally getting fed up with it, and military veterans are getting fed up with it. So that's what I'm saying. This stuff is not going away. People are getting crazier. That's why I'm trying to explain to people, y'all better get saved now, because I'm telling you, Jesus is coming back soon. Oh man, Lord help me. Well, you have helped me. Help all these other people that don't believe, because if they would read, I would just ask all y'all, just do this. Just pray to God. If you're real, show me. I mean, is that really too much to ask? I mean, can y'all really not even do that? Because you'd be extraordinarily surprised, extremely surprised to know how many people get saved by Jesus, who came to Jesus and got saved after they prayed a simple prayer, not even believing, but just saying it. God, if you're real, or Jesus, if you're the only way and you're real, show me. Or if God, if you're real, show me. Whatever. Jesus is God. So, like, I don't know, man. Y'all better figure something out, because when y'all see what's coming, like in the Bible, God says men's heart will fail them because of the evil that's coming. I mean, the Bible talks about demons coming out from, I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen the Euphrates River and heard about the demon sounds. Well, there's actually in the Bible, there's 6 demons that are horsemen that are going to come out of the Euphrates, and there's going to be demons that come out, and they're described as having the tail of a scorpion, the face of a lion, and the hair of a woman. And if that doesn't sound horrifying to you, then you know what? There is no hope for you. But that's what y'all got. That's what y'all get to look forward to. And then the Antichrist, which will require you to take the mark of the beast to buy and sell anything. And if you don't take the mark, you'll get your head chopped off. Because the people who aren't going to take the mark are pretty much the Christians. Everybody else, it don't matter if you're the nicest person in the world and you're conservative. If you don't believe in Jesus in the tribulation, the 7-year tribulation after the rapture, you're going to take that mark and you're going to be doomed to hell forever. And that's fact. I don't, and you know what? Reality is reality. I can't change the reality of gravity. I can't change the reality that the sun comes up every day. Just like y'all can't change the reality that God's real and the Bible's real. So you gotta make up your mind. Do you want to listen to your stupid professors that are mostly perverts and go sleep with their students, or do you want to and teachers that are in high schools that don't give a crap and only want a paycheck, or do you want to live with, or do you want to trust Christians that are the real true Christians that are biblical and love people and believe in Jesus to save them so they can go to heaven and be forgiven? We don't deserve to go to heaven, okay? We are so, think about all the stuff you've done in your life, and I know all the stuff I've done in my life is bad, but just each one of y'all think of all the stuff that you would be embarrassed for anybody to know. God saw it all. He sees it all. And one day when you face God in judgment, you're going to have to he's going to show everybody there what you did. It's going to be shown. I don't know if he's going to use a Sony TV or what. But see, that's another thing about heaven. People think we're going to playing harps in the clouds. Are you freaking kidding me? Are y'all stupid? I get so tired of talking to stupid people that know nothing about the Bible and they just make up crap that they've heard. The devil doesn't have horns and a pitchfork and a tail, spiked tail. Okay, it. God says Satan is comes as an angel of light. He looks beautiful. Like you would never know it if it was him. Okay, so y'all better start reading the Bible because every single one of you, unless I'm talking to another Christian, every single person that I talk to about God has wrong information, and it's and it frustrates me and it makes me angry and it makes me sad. I'm not angry at the people. I'm angry at Satan. But yes, I am angry at the people that are evil and they're doing things like Hamas putting children in microwaves and ovens and turning it on, but yet people want to start hating Israel. And God said that would happen. Did you know God even said that too in the Bible? And it's like I keep having to say stuff that God said 2,000 years ago when they wrote in the Bible. He said that Israel will become a burdensome stone on the world. That means that the world will go against Israel. And right now, there's college students that are blaming all this stuff on Israel, even though they're the ones that were attacked, and they're the Hamas and the Palestinians, which there is no such thing as Palestinian. There was a land called Palestine, but it was named there. It was named by a Roman soldier because it was just plain land. Nobody was there. But then the Jews went there and claimed it because nobody claimed it. It wasn't the Palestinian people. And guess what? You know why you know why Palestinian people want to get Israel? Because nobody else will take them in. Because every time they go into a country, they do jihad. The Palestinians are flat out terrorists, and Egypt won't let them in. Iraq won't let them in. Even Iran won't let them in. That's why they're trying to get their own country. That shows you how evil these people are. These Palestinians. They taught the Palestinian female in America, beautiful girl. She had a thing over her face, and she was talking about she'd kill Americans over, and she's living in, and he's like, "You're American, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." Like, no big deal. I'm telling y'all don't realize y'all are walking around people that will shoot you in the back if it comes between their religion and America. They don't give a crap about America. They want Sharia law in America. Okay? That's what these people do. Look at how England is now. It's falling apart. Everywhere these people go, it's nothing but death, chaos, and they tear down countries. And they implement their crazy laws where women have to wear. I mean, y'all call Christianity bad? Who in the hell? Where are all the people calling Islam bad? Look, their Bible tells people to kill people if they don't believe in the Muhammad. And you want to call people see that's how deceived people are by Satan. Is that they they don't want to believe in God who says love your neighbor as yourself, pray for your enemies, turn the other cheek. But they want to, but they have no problem being all kind and nice to the Palestinians and the Islamic people who read a Bible called the Quran, and I've read it, that says that you kill anybody that does not believe in your religion, and that ask them, go look at the word takia. That's what they believe in. Go ask next time you talk to somebody is Islam. Tell them to explain to you what the word takia means. Takia. All right, just go look. I'm not going to tell you what it means. Um, but it's called takia. And also, they believe that if you blow yourself up in a terrorist act and kill infidels, which is anybody who's not Islam, their Quran says that they will get 72 virgins in heaven. Tell me that's not a sick God. Like, seriously? Our God, see, that's the difference between the Christian God and any other God. All the other gods are about evil or about or it's about you and what you can do, making yourself your own God. That's what New Age is. New Age is the belief that you can be your own God, and it just makes me sit back and laugh because I'm like, you know what's funny, that New Age people die every day. There's people that believe in New Age. I mean, why didn't they heal themselves? I mean, all you have to do, guys, is go take a course on rational thinking, because high schools and colleges are not teaching you how to think rationally. That means by looking at other things to see if what the thing you're talking about is right. I mean, it blows my freaking mind how stupid people are. But God bless, and I hope people will listen and read the Bible, because your eternal soul is on the line. And it's a fact. If you do not believe in Jesus Christ as your Savior, because He came here and He was crucified as a human being, He came in flesh, but still God, and he had nails driven through His hands and feet, and was and died on that cross, and was stabbed in the heart with a spear and spit on and mocked, even though He knew all you people would be out there mocking Him, mocking Christians. And what's the name that Hollywood loves to use as a curse word? Jesus. They love to say their GDs, their GDAMs, and Jesus Christ, and all this other stuff. You never hear Muhammadam or Buddha-dam, do you? Do you? Explain that one part. Explain that one thing to me, and then we'll talk. But I'm telling you right now, the Bible is 100% real. There's been money. There's been churches offered, like I said, offered $1 million. Some have offered 10,000, 100,000 to anybody that can find one single fault or one single contradiction in the Bible, and nobody in 2,000 years has found it. Any professor tells you that the Bible's false, you ask them, say, "Show me," because they are full of crap. And you know what? Feel free to write me in the comments if you go to a college and you have the name of that professor, and I will call the name of that professor. I will call that. I'm serious. Dude, I'm a military veteran. I don't care. I don't give a flying fart. Like, as long as it's not violent, I'll go toe to toe with anybody debating Jesus. I'm not afraid to. Um, but I didn't get like that till I started reading the Bible, because you got to know the Bible in order to defend Christianity. Because if you don't know the Bible, you can't defend anything. So read the Bible, for Pete's sake. Read the New Testament. Start at Matthew. You know, start reading about. It's amazing. It changes every time you read it. You learn something new. I'm not even joking. Like, my pastor even told me this. My pastor's been a pastor 54 years. We just celebrated at our church, and he told me. And I was going to go to Bible college while I was sick at online, but I made it through about a year. But my health, it was just so much reading, so many you just had to write so many long. It was just so difficult. I couldn't keep up with it. I just couldn't. But I made it through about a year and learned a lot of stuff. But my preacher told me, he said, just always remember two things. If you're a Christian, God is always watching over you, and He will never let you go. And also that No matter how many times you read the Bible, you will always learn something new. It might be something small, and it could be something huge, but you will. No Christian has ever mastered the Bible. The Bible is supernatural, guys. It's alive. Just like, nobody has a problem telling witchcraft. Nobody has a problem believing that these witchcraft books are real, right? These witchcraft people, witches, they read their witchcraft books and nobody says, well, that's stupid. It is stupid. None of that stuff works. Go ask any witch. If I will go to any witch in the world and tell them, go ahead, try your best. They can't do jack to me. Now they might be to do something to somebody who's not saved, but I have the Holy Spirit lives inside of me. And so my body, the Holy Spirit lives inside of me. It's not going to share. He's not going to share my body with a demon spirit. Now I can be tempted outwardly by demons. And listen, guys, we're talking about the creator of the universe. He can do whatever he wants to, long as it's not sinful or he is holy. That's the difference between our God and other gods. Our God is holy. He's all about goodness, love, but he's also a judge, and wrath. He is going to burn this world up after he throws Satan. Go read the Bible. Go read into Revelation. Listen, in the Bible it tells you exactly how this world is going to end. And it's good for the Christians, and it's very bad for the non-Christians. And it's very bad for Satan. So if you want to know how the world ends, if you want to know the future, read the Bible. All right, God bless.